BJP leader, Member of Parliament Smriti Irani joining us tonight. Yatin Oza, President of the Gujarat High Court Bar Association. Sankarshan Thakur, roving editor of the Telegraph. My first question is to Mukul Sinha, who is the senior advocate and petitioner in this case. Mr. Mukul Sinha, are you on a wild goose chase against Narendra Modi? Because his supporters say that you are on a wild goose chase against Narendra Modi, you personally, and that there is a concentrated attempt to malign him and try and entrap Narendra Modi somehow. Therefore, this fight is not legal, this fight is political, to try and entrap Narendra Modi in the Gujarat riots cases, and today, therefore, for you personally, this has been a big blow. Mr. Mukul Sinha.
Arnab, I think there's nothing more misunderstood than what you have been saying. First of all, let's remember one thing, that in 2002, from 28th February, more than 1,000 people are dead, and Mr. Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister and the Chief Executive. It is under his dispensation that 1,000 people have died. It is not chasing any wild geese. I think he is responsible for it, and let us now take the present day case. I think it is once again one of the worst propaganda that's going on in all the channels. Let me tell you what exactly has happened today. In 2004, this very government, on the basis of certain allegations made against the Chief Minister, the government headed by Chief Minister himself made the reference to look into the conduct and role of the Chief Minister and other ministers. And after he made this reference in 2004, we can first ask a question, why 2004 July? Why not in 2002? The reason is that UPA government had come in power and they were afraid that the UPA government would institute another commission to look into his role and conduct. To block that, he went and made this political move by giving it to the same commission. Okay. Anyway, that's their problem. After that, we have been asking, now listen, please listen. I think let not manipulative politics win over truth. Firstly, after this, please let me finish. After this reference was made, we made one application to the Nanavati Commission that now that the government has made this reference, let the Chief Minister himself come forward for an oral deposition. Let the Commission examine him.
Yes.
Now, I can't understand one thing, Mr. Goswami, that if the government wants a reference to be made to look into his role and conduct, how can that inquiry be even started without
getting the Chief Minister? Good point. I want Yatin Oza answer that. Answer that. On that specific point, Yatin Oza answer.
A minute more.
Yatin Oza, before you move on, Yatin Oza answer that point. The state government itself empowered the commission with a view, Mr. Mukul Sinha says, and he's not wrong, with a view to find out the role of the key people. Now, why doesn't the Chief Minister voluntarily go and depose?
Agreed, Mr. Sinha, since you want a specific answer.
Yes, he's running away, he says.
Since you want a specific answer, I hold back what I have to say. But it is one thing to probe. It is one thing to probe the role, and it is another thing to call him as a witness and depose. Now let me tell you, absolute vindictive, vengeful and revengeful attitude, malicious attitude, sadistic and perverted approach.
Get into those adjectives. We can get into adjectives also. Answer a single question. Why did
I will. This reference? Because at nobody's heart, there is an interest to give justice to riot victims. The so-called NGOs, without any following of even 10 people, are agitating it to canvass the hidden agenda of our political opponents. Today our stand has been vindicated.
It was you who changed the party. You went to the Congress. You fought against Narendra Modi on the issue that he had massacred in 2002. I don't see, it doesn't lie in your mouth to say all this.
Show me my one speech during that election campaign that I used the word massacre.
Don't make it personal, answer the question.
Yes.
Don't make it personal, answer the question. If you didn't get the question, I can
repeat the question. That's what exactly I know I am doing. That's what exactly I know I am doing.
You now must have to come. Mr. Oza,
It is one thing
Come to the
One
point,
minute,
Mr.
it is
Oza.
one thing to say that,
When-
yeah, I'm doing that.
No,
It
I'll
is
repeat
one
the
thing-
question. I'll
it
repeat
is
the
one
question.
thing-
I want to be clear. I'll repeat the question.
I have got it, Arnav, I have got it, and I'm answering the same question,
Okay,
I have got
please.
it.
Okay, go.
It is one thing that I volunteer and say that probe my role. That is one thing. But for probing my role, I need not be called, because it is expected that when I am called, I am only going to speak in my favor. On the contrary, when I say that probe my role, it becomes more essential to probe it from circumstantial and direct evidence, not by calling me. This was not at all necessary, but this was done with a view to see that issue is kept hanging, media hype may be created, and that by anxiety in the people's mind be created. When Mr.
Oh, so
Modi
you're-
said that probe my
Oza,
role,
it is
there
the
was
commission-
absolutely not necessary to call Mr. Modi and cross-examine him.
Okay, okay. So the
You could have
argument
done it
here
by
is,
other direct evidence.
there is no need. Well, again, the state government had widened the scope of the inquiry and empowered it to summon and question ministers, including the chief minister, to investigate their role. Question is that this is all being done to keep Sankarshan Thakur.
Absolutely
Sankarshan
right.
Thakur.
But it is only when
He wants to
it is
run
only
away
when
from
commission
the
deems
issue
fit.
and then claim a
Commission,
victim.
if commission
I think
doesn't
I've
deem
never
it
seen
fit,
about our chief minister.
One sec. Before I go, now I'm going to the political part of it. Smriti Irani, I'm coming to you
if
last.
commission wants,
Smriti
if
Irani, I'm
commission
coming to you
wants-
last.
yes, fair
My third question
it
is
is
to
not Mr.
Sankarshan
it is
Thakur.
not-
Sankarshan Thakur, my question to you is this all being done in your view to just keep a perceptional bias going against Narendra Modi? You see, the moment the perceptional bias goes away from Narendra Modi, then he becomes too hot to handle. His ambitions in Delhi will be the next obvious fallout. Sankarshan.
Arnab, I mean, there are clearly two aspects to this whole thing. I mean, there is the legal aspect and there is the political aspect, and that is where the perception comes in. Now, I don't think perceptions about Mr. Narendra Modi are going to go away irrespective of what happens in the courts. You know, that's the truth of the thing. That's how politics in this country are done. I do not think a man like, and I say this on the front foot, I do not think Mr. Narendra Modi is suddenly going to become kosher to an ally like Nitish Kumar because something has happened in the courts. You know, the issue is that Mr. Narendra Modi still uses the public stage in Gujarat to refuse a certain kind of cap, and that sends out a perception. He follows a certain kind of politics. He is seen in a certain community in a certain way. Now, these are not issues on which you can legally pronounce on. These are things that Mr. Modi benefits from.
No,
These
but
are
there's
things
no,
that
the
limit
argument,
Mr. Modi
Sankarshan,
outside Gujarat.
the argument is
No.
there is no damning evidence that has been found before the Nanavati Commission. That is indicative of the fact there is no real smoking gun
One thing,
against.
The issue,
Mr.
Arnab,
Arnab,
still
I have to
is
answer that question. No, this
I'll come
question
to-
itself is a wrong
you know,
suggestion. No, let me answer this
the
question.
issue still
Let
is,
me get
Arnab,
Sankarshan
that
through, Mukul Sinha, I'll come back to you.
stage of any evidence. This is not
One
the
minute,
stage.
Arnab, can I speak?
Yes, go on.
Can I have a word here?
Go on.
The issue still is, Arnab, that under Mr. Modi's watch, thousands of people of a certain community were killed at a certain time. Since then, the attitude of the Gujarat government has been such that many cases have had to be moved out of Gujarat because for fear that they will not meet impartial treatment in Gujarat, even from the judiciary. The issue is that Mr. Modi has not come out and, you know, expressed regret about what happened
Okay, so all of this doesn't
in Gujarat
matter.
in 2002. It does matter. It does matter. You know, I am saying, you know, I am nobody. Ask a person like Nitish Kumar, the Bihar Chief Minister.
No, I'll ask
on
Smriti
whether,
Irani. I'll ask Smriti Irani.
No, please do ask him.
I'll ask Smriti Irani. Nitish Kumar is not on the news. I'll ask Smriti Irani. All of this doesn't matter. The perceptional issue will never go away, says Sankarshan and also Mukul Sinha. Smriti, sorry for coming to you last.
No,
Your
it can't
response,
go
please.
away.
1 minute.
It will
One
need
minute.
corrective
Let
action.
her now respond. She's listened to you. Yeah.
Arnab, I don't speak for the NDA tonight. I can only say that NDM, Narendra Damodar Das Modi, is now synonymous with development in the nation. I feel that Mukul Sinha's angst is somewhere understandable because his prayer, his plea was struck down by the Gujarat High Court. But I think that a time has come in Indian politics and the history of the Indian nation where, may I, Mr. Sinha, without an interjection from you, I think that many of us are privy to the order that has been passed. and the order says very clearly that no evidence has been found, hence the Chief Minister is not to be summoned. Now that order might not be to your liking, but that's an order which you are appealing against in the Supreme Court, which is your democratic right. I feel, Arnab, that a time has come in our nation's history where people want to go beyond caste, creed and religion and focus on development because that is their fundamental right. And I feel that tonight when we discuss Narendra Modi, we discuss a Chief Minister who has consistently for 8 years been acknowledged by the people of India, not only the people of Gujarat, but by the people of India as one of the best Chief Ministers that India has seen. So I feel that when the nation is wanting to go beyond, when the nation is wanting to walk on the path of development, who are we to hold them back?
No, but answer Sankarshan's point on allies. Answer Sankarshan's point on allies. Your own allies.
Like I said, I don't speak for the NDA. I can only speak about NDM. Narendra Damodar Das Modi has been voted into power by the people of Gujarat. He is answerable to the people of Gujarat, and I think that by working for the people of Gujarat and consistently winning from the state, he has established that he has the faith and the love of the people of Gujarat. What more could any Chief Minister ask for?
Obviously,
Narendra Modi doesn't ask for...
Sankarshan's responding to... Sankarshan, yes. Are you satisfied with the response?
May I just answer?
No, Sankarshan wants to...
May I just answer? I think
Mr.
Modi is not looking for any kind of certification from... Sir, Mr. Modi is not looking for any kind of certification from either any wing of the media or from any other political organization or individual. His only desire is to see that he lives up to the expectations of the people of Gujarat, which he has till now.
Sankarshan?
I thought you were debating whether today's order has something to do with clearing the way for him becoming a national leader.
We are.
Mr. Modi's record outside Gujarat has been abysmal, and even the BJP would tell you that he has failed to fetch votes in Orissa, in UP.
He's not fought an election outside Gujarat yet.
He has gone to campaign for the party in other parts, which is what I'm talking about. I said to begin with that if Mr. Modi has ambitions to go beyond Gujarat, the perceptional problems with him that sort of dog him are not going to be cleared by this court verdict or ruling or that. Those perceptional problems are political issues, and those will have to be tested out in the field. No courts can pronounce on whether a man has suddenly become popular or not. Those will have to be proved in the field.